Our guest today on the Kicking It with the Colonels podcast is Claira Beth Ramsey of the women's golf team. Appreciate the time.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
So do you go by CB? What's the team nickname?
Oh, CB.
CB.
Yep. Claira Beth CB.
Yeah.
That's mostly it.
So you're just getting back from spring break a couple weeks ago, but you were busy during spring break.
Very.
Tell us about that.
Well, we went to 2 golf tournaments, and our first one was in Gulf Shores, I think was our first one. I get confused. Spring season's
Not a
so
bad place
busy
to
that
be.
I just get it's all there at this point. But
Yeah.
we were gone for almost a week. Got to see the beach a couple times.
Oh, wow.
Nice. Yeah. That's always a plus.
My wife and I went on vacation down to Gulf Shores,
Oh, yeah.
and it was gorgeous. We love it down there.
It was really pretty, but it was so windy. It was like double red flags.
Oh, my
So
goodness.
We saw the beach, just
Yeah.
didn't get near.
Didn't get it. Yeah. So now you're returning back to classes. How's that going?
It's good.
Good.
I love my classes, so.
Still pre-med science?
No, I'm not actually.
Okay.
I am psychology with a minor in pre-professional health.
Okay.
Oh,
So, yeah.
goodness.
So
A little bit of mix.
For layman's terms, to kind of tell us what that means.
Oh, no, we're not going to get there. I just switched this semester, so it's my first time. I've taken like 4 psychology courses at this point, I think.
Yeah.
So, but I like it a lot.
That's awesome. So tell us how you got involved in golf. Did it start at an early age for you?
Yeah, it started whenever I was probably early grade school, I would say. Just for fun, though. It was kind of like one of those things my parents were like, oh, your older sibling my one older sibling has sports, so I need somewhere for you to go. So they're like little clinics at Gibson Bay, our local golf course here in Richmond. They put me in those. And then I started playing competitively around the age of 11 or 12, I think. So, yeah.
Is that when it became more serious? Because I know a lot of people play it, then you get a little bit more talented in it, and then it becomes a lot more serious. When did it become real serious for you?
I would say the end of my middle school years. I played volleyball for a couple years. I really enjoyed it, but I quit because of needing to join the high school golf team, and like a year early. And I got a lot more serious then, started going, taking more lessons, playing in a little bit more competitive golf tournaments. And then from there, I would say definitely like sophomore year of high school, that's when I think everybody kind of, in freshman year, they kick into gear a lot because you have recruiting coming up and stuff like that. So it started in middle school, but freshman and sophomore year, definitely getting serious. Yeah.
How is college golf different than high school golf?
It's really different. I mean, high school golf, it's just one season. Like I don't know how it is for softball, but like for us, it's just in the fall. And I mean, it's like a couple months and you're done. That's it. And we might do some team training stuff outside of that, but not much really. And the biggest difference is college. It's literally all year round except for in the summertime. In the summertime, we still do our own individual stuff, so we're not away from the sport, but I would say the biggest difference is that it's every single day all year round except for those 2 months in the summer and the month off during the winter. So I would say that's like the biggest difference.
Yeah. Time consuming. I know that was a big difference for softball for sure. Growing up, like softball is year round, so like you would have your fall season, and then you'd have a little bit of a break, and then you'd have your spring season, and then you're playing all the way through summer.
Yeah.
But coming to college, like just like literally going hard at your sport like year round was an insane change. So I definitely feel you on that one.
It's like your whole life is kind of changes. Like
Yeah.
even our facilities, like my workouts and our trainers, all that, in high school, you have your own people you go to, and now you come here, and it's a blessing, and it's really convenient. I get everything here that I need. So that's definitely the biggest change.
Yeah, for sure. What have you worked on to improve your game as you going into the college now, your second year here at EKU? What have you worked on to improve your game? Because I imagine it's always still a work in progress.
Oh, yeah, of course. I've always, swing changes is something that as a golfer you're continually working on, and eventually you hit a point where I think and I believe you hit a point that you have what you would call your own swing, and from there on out it's just little nicks here and there and changes to improve your golf game. But I would say I've always worked on that, but since I've got to college, I would say working on the mental side of the golf game is something I hadn't done until I got here, and that's been the newest, like, let's dig in here, let's see what we can change. And I'm excited to continue changing that because it's definitely an area that hasn't been touched. So there's definitely room for improvement, and there'll definitely be results from that. So.
Golf,
That's
like
big.
softball, is very much a mental game.
That's big. Like,
And
that's a very big point.
I
Yeah.
struggle with that. I struggle with that. I need all the help with my swing I can get.
Yeah. I mean, the mental aspect of sports, like, that's huge. Like, you just crossed over that, but that's like a huge difference from someone that's good or like a talented player versus someone that's elite. So, like, I know, like, different colleges that have, like, mental coaches to work on that side. So, yeah, that's huge for all the younger ones. That's a big thing to work on for sure.
Who all has helped you get to where you are today? Because I imagine it's a combination of high school coaches, maybe even some parents involved.
Oh, yeah.
Who all has helped you get to where you are today in playing college golf?
I mean, that's a really long list. And I mean, when they say it takes a village, they're not
Yeah.
lying. Besides my parents, because they definitely made everything possible. I mean, without them supporting, there'd be no swing coaches. There wouldn't be the big tournaments. Like, they're so expensive, you know. You know how it is. The
Yeah.
traveling during, like, summer and stuff like that, it's ridiculous. So definitely my parents. But then on top of that, my swing coaches, Tinny Orr, she's a great person, really good golfer, like her own resume. She's helped me. She's also my high school coach, but she's done swing things, short game things. She's really talented. And then Jason Everly, Scott Webb, they both work at Gibson Bay. They've been a huge part of my golf game, huge part. And my coaches now, Mandy and Evan, they're great, and they work on my swing too, and they help me, especially mentally. Like, I feel like they see a side of me that, like, players we don't see, and our coaches see that for us sometimes, and it's a big part of it. I spent some time in Orlando for a couple months during COVID, and I would say that what I learned from Brian O'Neill down there was part of the foundations of my golf game, I would say, and some of the things I'm out there thinking about and using and utilizing from my own golf game came from those 2 months down there. So I would say that was a big part of my career to here, I guess, or walk here.
And I'm sure you take just bits and pieces from everybody, and like you said, it does take a village indeed to do that. When you're out on the course just playing for fun, what's the difference between playing recreational and preparing for a tournament?
Preparing for a tournament, it's definitely, we look at the golf courses that we're about to go play, and our coaches are really good about seeing how long our par 3 distance will be, or just seeing how the course is set up. So, like, all these trees, if there's a lot of trees and we're going to have to hit a lot of narrow shots, or if there's...
That's where I live, is the trees.
Yeah, it's okay. So we prepare by looking at what kind of shots we're going to have to hit that we don't normally have to hit as much. But then going out there and just playing for fun, don't get to do that very often just for fun, because you can never turn that switch off, I don't feel like.
Yeah.
But when you go out there and play for fun, it's just, you just hit the ball around like everybody else does.
So as a college golfer, what are your thoughts on, like, mini golf? Because I love mini golf.
Putt golf?
Yeah. What are your thoughts? Because I feel like if that's a step below for them.
I'm really bad at it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm really bad at putt golf. I don't know why. I don't know. I can't
Do you
do
think it's all the obstacles, or do you, like...
I think
Because some of them, there's some weird, like, you have to hit it in the corner to get a bounce.
Yeah.
The competitive side of me is always there, so then it's when I'm like, I don't know, there's just something about it.
Yeah.
I just look at it,
Yeah.
I don't want to do this. So I just start whacking it, you know?
I understand. That's me in the like the putt cages, like with the
Yes,
batting
yes.
cages, because it's like, this is so unrealistic.
Yeah.
Like, come on, guys. Like, I know I'm supposed to be good at this, but come on, like.
Yeah. But for people who struggle like me, that's the closest they'll get to being good at golf. I had a front nine one time, I think it was in South Carolina, like a year ago. It was one for the record book. I was like a 17 through the front nine.
Oh.
I was
They didn't have
lining
many
up.
of those big rocks in the way or anything.
Well, I think they did. I just got lucky and kept moving them in the right direction. I'll never forget that.
Yeah, there's definitely physics involved.
Yeah,
Really,
for
really
sure. No,
serious
absolutely.
about
And
it.
that's where I struggle too. I struggle a lot in that. So take us through, and I know you're getting ready to wrap up the season, but what is your preparation like for a tournament? What do you need to do to get in the mindset to prepare for a tournament?
We start with nutrition. I mean, that's for sure one big thing. Getting hydrated before, and then, boosting your confidence before you go into a golf tournament. So whether that's like getting on the TrackMan, seeing your numbers exactly what you want them to be, or if that's going out and hitting the shots you're about to hit, and successfully hitting those shots, I think that that's a big part of preparing for it, making sure you're mentally like in that spot of, okay, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to play good. And even if I hit a bad shot, like I know that I'm hitting it good and I can still do it well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a little bit into softball too, but how much has things like TrackMan really helped the game? Because you get in here, we're in a golf simulator here, and you can go out on, especially like rainy days like this one, and go out and really practice on your swing and get down to the mechanics side. How much has that changed the game of golf?
I mean, a lot. The game of golf has changed so much over the years just with how we're making our golf clubs now, that TrackMan is just like the next level, and they continue to come out with more technology that advances the game. But all these numbers you see, I mean, I personally don't know what all the numbers mean. I'm actually probably like, if there was two extremes, I would be like on the low extreme as far as like being able to understand numbers and stuff like that. But it's a big difference. Like, we can get on the TrackMan and it tells us every little detail. If I said like the numbers and the things, I'm not sure y'all would know what they mean, because
probably not.
Even sometimes I look at it, I'm like, I don't know what that means. You know what I mean? But how precise you can get with like hitting the exact same swing over and over and seeing that, or the exact same distance with different clubs, it's ridiculous. Honestly.
So on the counterbalance of that, do you think that if you ingest too much of that it could be a bad thing for some people?
Yes, yes, and I think, if you ask my coach, she'll be like, yeah, Claira overthinks everything. Like, I get over the ball and there's like 5 million different things going through my head. But so for me personally, I think that it could definitely be a bad thing. But you look at people like Bryson DeChambeau, who, he's past everybody in the world as far as technology goes and understanding and the physics behind golf. And so TrackMan to him is probably such a small piece of this big understanding. And for him, it's a great thing because he understands it. But he understands it, and he can like continue to make new things that other people don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for him, it's a good thing. But for me, I would definitely say there to get to a point that obsession. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you need to be more worried about where the ball's going than what the numbers say.
Yeah.
So.
10, 12 years ago, you didn't have that. You didn't have to worry about that.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
It's kind of changed, and it'll continue to change. Take us back to your high school days. I know you won the state title at Madison Central, local product. We'll get to that in a little bit. But what was winning the state like for you at the high school level before coming to college?
It meant a lot. It meant a lot to me, especially because the girls I was playing with, like, we have grown up playing golf together. I was talking about those little clinics when I was in elementary school, 3rd grade, doing those. Those were the exact same girls that were there playing with me. So as far as like who I was playing with, that meant half of it. And then at the same time, the boys won that exact same year, so it was kind of just a big deal to represent our high school in that way. Like, it was a golf program, you know what I mean? We were putting on a show, and it was like a good thing. And we've always had a good coach, so it's also a reward, I felt like, to our coach, Tenny Orr. Like, she had coached us, and she got us to that point, so I felt like that represented her well, and I'm proud to represent our Madison Central and Tenny that well, so...
Do you think playing on such a successful high school team helped prepare you for what you're seeing in college now?
Yes, definitely, especially because a lot of girls don't come from a high school program that they might not even have one, actually.
Yeah.
It's very, I don't know how it is in softball. I don't feel like it's as this extreme because where golf is so small, some of these schools don't even have a team. So some girls have never even played on a team level with golf. And I feel like that would be really hard to go from never playing with a team and then come to college where everything is about your team.
Yeah.
So especially for that part, it helps a lot. And then on top of that, my coach, she was really into our practices, and she knows so much about the game. Like, she's too good to be coaching high school golf, you know? That's the kind of deal we had. And so even the mental side, as much as I wasn't into it then, to this day, 3 days a week, I get a reel from her, from like one of the best sports psychologists out there, and it's these videos and stuff. So she was into that before, and I don't feel like many people had that exposure going into college like I did. So
yeah, ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's a blessing for sure. I was also blessed to come from a very good softball program. We also won state our last year. So yeah, seeing like my teammates not come from those kind of programs, and like just you have to kind of teach them and guide them what you were taught and guided like a couple of years ago. So yeah, it's definitely important to have, those like that bringing up, I guess you would call it. Yeah, there's not much else to say. Like, it's important. It's a blessing. And then, yeah, for golf, it's a lot different. I always thought of it as an individual sport. So I guess, yeah, having a team and not having a team, like, that, I don't even, like, know what to say about that aspect. But, like, going from an individualistic sport and then coming to college and, like, oh, no, like, it's not just all about you. Like, you have a team and you can do as best as you can, but, you know, you have these other teammates that, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think that what the biggest thing that I learned from high school golf that I don't think everybody, you know, if they weren't on a team, they don't get is that I got to see what it looks like to be a leader or what it doesn't look like to be a leader and what it looks like to be there for your team and all those things, like how to deal with situations, how to lift every teammate up, include everybody, you know, even if they're not playing in the lineup, because there's only like 9 or 8 girls. So, you know, 5 in a lineup and there's only 3 that aren't. So there's like tough aspects to a golf team because of that. And I was exposed to that because of our high school golf team.
Yeah.
Really. So I think that really helped me know kind of where to go from there. And some people just have never seen that kind of aspect of a team before.
Yeah.
Do you live up to being the hometown kid? You're growing up in Richmond. Do you own up to that?
Oh, yeah, I definitely own up to that. I mean, I'm proud to be from here, and I still live at home, actually. Like, I love it here, so, yeah.
Some of your coaches have praised your work ethic in the past. Where do you get that strong work ethic?
Well, from my parents, for sure. I have grown up on a quarter horse farm, so I rode horses my whole life, quarter horses, and you can't just hop on the back of a horse and expect to win. So you got to work for it, you got to practice, and that's kind of, we learned hard work and what it takes to take care of horses and a farm, and my dad works a full-time job, then come home and is a full-time farmer, so like I know nothing little of not working. He's the hardest worker I know, so
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
How has you were talking about a little bit earlier, how has your swing changed over the years as you progressively get into college now? Take us back to, I know this could be a long answer, but how has your swing changed over the years?
Oh, that's a tough question.
That's what we do here. We ask the tough questions.
It's changed a lot. Like, I don't know how, I mean, it just changed a lot because, like, as a kid, you know, it's just everywhere. It's whack. I really don't know how to answer that question because there's just so many things to it. Like, that's just, it's a lot. I mean, it's a lot better. I'll say that. Thank goodness. I don't know how to answer that one, to be honest.
Well, here in a minute we're gonna take some swings, so it'll give a visual representation.
Okay.
What is your favorite course to play on the road that you've played at so far?
Let's see. We played in New Mexico my freshman year, fall. I really liked that course. I do not know what it was called, though. But I really liked that course, and then we played at Tennessee's tournament this last fall, and I liked that course a lot as well. I don't remember either one of their names.
Yeah,
but,
you just remember the course.
Like I said, it's all work sometimes.
Sure. Now, coming up on the end of the season, you got the ASUN Championships coming up here in about a little week and a half, I guess so. What's the team and your individual goal when you compete in that ASUN Championship?
I would say, you know, we haven't had, like, the best past 2 semesters finishing-wise in our golf tournaments, but the talent's there. Like, our team is loaded with talent. And I think that we've struggled to show it to everybody else when we go to golf tournaments. So I think that the ASUN tournament is, like, the time for us to get out there and perform like we know we can and show them that not only can we compete, but we are, like, one of the best teams and we can prove that to them. So I know that the whole team shares that goal. I would definitely say that, to get out there and just be the golfers we really are. So, yeah.
Outside of the course, what are some other things you're passionate about? Let's learn a little bit more about you off the course.
I do a lot of golfing. I spend a lot of time doing homework and studying, to be honest. So
Boring.
As far as hobbies go, there's not a lot that goes on. I'm not going to lie. But like I said, I live on a farm here in Madison County, and I like to spend a lot of my time fishing, and my fiance does a lot of hunting, so I just go and sit and hunt with him. I would say I hunt because I do, but I never kill anything. Killing something, but a lot of fishing and riding side by sides. I just love like riding side by side on all land.
Mm-hmm.
So that's spending time outdoors is pretty much what I do.
Did you play any other sports growing up other than golf?
No, I played volleyball for a couple years in middle school, and then I rode quarter horses like very competitively across the country, and I did that up until I had golf tournaments every weekend, and my younger sister still does that.
That's cool. That's something you don't see too often.
Yeah.
That's really cool. KJ, you got anything for
I
her?
have no idea what a quarter horse is.
Well, explain layman's terms. Explain it to her.
Please.
They're the type of horse that can run the quarter of a mile the fastest.
Oh, okay. So you don't do any like jumps or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
Like rodeo stuff?
Yes.
You've seen barrel racing?
Yes.
That's what we do.
Gotcha.
Barrel and pole bending. We don't do it through like rodeo associations, but other associations we do it through.
Yeah.
So
I love barrel racing. I'm from Houston, so Houston Rodeo, I'm there every year.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I get it, yeah.
Exactly.
Man, that's awesome. See, these are the things you don't learn until you ask.
Yeah.
You never know where this conversation is going to go. All right, well, you got your swing ready. You're going to teach me some things, right? We're going to take a little break here.
Okay.
We're going to get involved. Does Coach want you swinging? Like, are you?
I mean, I'm playing, so I guess.
You good? Like, I mean, golf swing can mess up a softball swing.
Yeah,
but we're gonna have some fun.
Usually I swing right-handed when I do golf, so I don't mess up my softball
Okay,
swing.
there you go.
Yeah.
I struggle right-handed. Yeah. All right, we're going to take this onto the golf simulator and see what we can do. It's the interactive version of the Kicking It with the Colonels podcast. Claira Beth Ramsey, our guest today. She's going to show us some tips and tricks on her golf swing and maybe even learn myself from KJ a couple things. All right, you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, you hit first. Okay.
That's how it's done up there.
That's I don't think it did. This is like
Wow.
It
yeah.
was so good it didn't even register.
I don't System fail. Let me go see.
So do we need to restart this thing?
Let me try. I just need to try it again. I don't know.
All right, redo here.
Okay. There we go.
Golf clap.
Yeah, what is a golf clap?
They just clap. Good shot.
199
Say shot.
yards.
Oh.
Beat that, KJ.
Oh, I'm going next? I can't even put the T in the thing.
So 199 is the total to beat. Long drive contest. We could do a long drive contest.
Okay.
Claire would win though. Into the rough.
It almost made it to the range.
Got camera shy.
It's a real thing.
Okay, that was a test. That was just a,
That was her practice swing.
yeah. That one didn't count.
We're having tea troubles again.
So tell us about your hole-in-one you had.
It was out in Arizona, our first tournament of the spring this year. And it's kind of funny because it was the day we played 36 holes, so 2 rounds of golf in one day. And the first time I played the hole, I made a triple, and I was not very happy about it. A triple, if like for golfer, like non-golf people, it's like 3 over what you want to make. So like really, really bad. Like if you want to do something bad, you want to make bogey, but like really, really bad is a triple. And so then I was coming back to it, I was joking around with my assistant coach. I was like, oh, I don't need your help here. Like, I'm going to hit this club. Just joking with him. And Like, we were just cutting up about the shot, and I ended up hitting the club or whatever. And when it went in, we were just like, I don't know where it went. Because you couldn't see the back of the green or anything. Because it was like an island green, and there was water around it, so the rocks covered the hole. And we like, must have went off the back. And then there was like one spectator in my entire group, and she just like threw her hands up. And she just did that. And I was like, maybe it went in, Evan. He's like, oh my word, it went in.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was cool.
Man, that's stuff that people ain't dream about.
Yeah. This is my home.
But KJ's getting ready to get one right here.
Dang it.
We call those worm burners.
Worm bones?
No, worm burners. You're burning all the worms on the ground.
Hey, you doubled what your yardage was in your first one. You did
Progress.
You can see the off-camera swing.
And in softball, that's a line drive over second base.
This is not softball.
Saved the worst for last.
I don't know. You with the driver is kind of scary.
Oh.
Was that good?
Yeah.
43 yards.
Oh, he beat you first try.
43 yards.
Just a reminder, she went 199.
Hey, I don't need that kind of negative talk.
We are failing. I'm impressed with your tee skills. Okay.
Oh.
66.
Might have beaten you.
It definitely beat me. I couldn't get mine off the ground.
He showed up ready to compete today.
All right, last one.
Oh? Oh.
Got that one off at the end.
See, it sounded good. Well, to me it did.
Oh.
All right, so none of us are better than
No,
Claire
yeah.
Beth.
None of us. Do you want to teach
Yeah.
us what we're doing wrong?
Oh. I mean, I can help a little bit,
All
maybe.
right, let's get some
Who
assistance.
do you want to start with?
You're going first.
Oh, I'm going
You?
first.
Okay.
Oh, you need a tee.
Oh, did we lose all the tees?
Broke.
Here's one up here. Use that one, maybe? There's the green one. Oh, here's one. There's a couple more.
I'm wondering if I can grab this as tees for the little games.
I think they are tees, just like white and orange, I guess, or whatever color they are.
All right.
Well, I think the first thing that would help the situation is a club that was a little longer.
Yeah.
That would probably help a lot. Hit one, we'll see. Okay. Oh, that club face is open again. Remember,
Club face open.
Corey was teaching you about the club face.
Okay.
Your club face is a little open.
Open.
Yeah, we might need to keep that head down a little more so that we don't top it. Although the worm burners do go far, so I mean,
That's true. It's all about the power.
and if it's windy, which it has been in the state of Kentucky the past like 3 months, it's pretty beneficial to hit a worm burner.
All right. Open face.
No, you don't want to open the face
Don't want
more.
open face.
we don't want to open. We don't have to. Okay, so when you close the face, do you know what that looks like? Like, okay, when you close the face, that's more the toe. This is the toe of the club. It goes
Okay.
more in.
Okay.
So whenever you get the impact, your club looks like this, which is why you're hitting off what we call the heel, and you're hitting like right there, like that. And you want to hit it more in the center with the club face a little more closed. You don't have to necessarily set up with it closed, but if you can feel yourself getting your hands to close it more
Okay.
as you come through, if that makes sense.
I will try my best. There's no promises.
All you can do is try. It's fine. Whoa. He got it left. He got it left.
Adjustment. Oh my god.
Negative 19.
A little less of that hand flip, okay? Let's keep him a little more neutral. That's what we call flipping the hands or snap hooking it.
Snap poking?
Mm-hmm. Snap hooking. Yeah.
So I'm learning all these new technical terms.
Yeah.
All right, knees bent.
Oh?
That was good.
Oh, it's still like.
I feel like it's another worm burner.
No, I think you hit that one really high. Let's see here. Backspin, club speed. That one went a little high, which probably
What do I need
means
to
you're
do
hitting on
to
the
get
top.
it more elevated.
That one was pretty high, I think, actually, which means like you're hitting off the top of the club face, which like means you're hitting down on it, which probably because your club's really short. That's probably why, but.
Oh.
That was not good.
Oh my gosh, look at the teeth.
That club face again is closed.
At least you're making an adjustment. You're trying.
Try. The tee's having a bad day. This is going to be the best one right here.
Okay.
Power of positive thinking.
Yes.
Oh.
Just kidding.
I think we lost the golf ball.
26 feet.
Oh, maybe tee it up a little bit more. Oh, the tee's broken.
That's broken.
Oh.
Here, use this one. There you go.
You need to go to our nearby Cracker Barrel. Some more.
All right, KJ, you're next up to this one.
Okay.
How's my grip? Like, do I need to change anything in my grip?
Listen, you probably shouldn't ask me. I use a 10-finger grip, and I'm a college golfer, which is kind of wild. So, I don't know. I mean, you do you.
Use 10 fingers?
No, like most people who are good at golf don't use a 10-finger grip. Like you're supposed to overlap or something like that, like interlock and overlap. There we go. That's what to end on. Take out Corey. Oh.
There's a piece that just went straight next to it.
Oh gosh.
All right, we gotta find a tee.
I'm gonna say I'm looking for more tees.
Yeah, it's done for sure. I saw it go 3 different ways.
There's no tees back there.
It's on you now.
So, okay. Do tees get broken in real like golf?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
a normal thing?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like almost every time. Not every time you use it, but a lot.
So we're not just bad.
Oh no.
Yes,
It
we are,
happens a
but-
lot.
Alright. So we're not supposed to use 10 fingers, so that means I'm at an advantage, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's so true. You're only using 9, so that's good.
Alright.
Okay.
Club?
Yeah, I mean, that looks good.
So why did it go?
Maybe you seem to be like rocking a lot, with your feet. Like they come off the ground, like Happy Gilmore kind of, and yeah, we're not really supposed to do that.
Okay.
I mean, it might help if your feet stay on the ground.
Okay. Yeah, because that's definitely a normal thing in softball. Okay, here we go again with this. Oh, second try, let's go. Okay. So it's just supposed to go.
Yeah, we rotate. Instead of like sliding,
Oh,
we
okay,
rotate
okay,
backwards and then we rotate back through and turn.
Rotate
Yeah.
backwards.
Yeah, like
The
that.
hips.
Yep, rotating. Yep, that's perfect.
Probably pretty good.
Yeah.
That's really
That was pretty straight.
Okay. Rotate.
That was good.
knew? See, in softball, you're supposed to like fully come off of your back foot when you swing. So keeping my feet on the ground is kind of crazy.
Oh.
Okay. Oh.
Little pop up. That's okay. Oh, and you broke the tee pretty badly. It's split. I don't know if we have any more tees.
Oh my goodness.
Secretly, Claire is over here just like, you guys are terrible.
Yeah,
This is
crazy.
a waste of
No.
my time.
No, I'm not the helper. I'm not very good at helping. I just kind of go hit it. Yes, there's a tee right there. Thank you.
Oh, I got it to work.
Hold on, let me get this tee. I don't want to get crushed.
That was first try. Can we talk about that?
She's getting better about putting the ball on the ground. The
Small
tee.
victories for us.
Exactly. May not hit the ball far, but I can put the ball on the tee now.
Maybe put the driver behind the ball when you set up. Like, see, yeah, right there. Yeah. That way you're more than likely to hit the ball, not the ground.
Oh, wait. No rotation. I mean, yes, rotation. Thank you.
There went the roof.
So that was my swings. Safe to say I'm a lost cause.
Oh, wow, that was good.
Well, Claire, thanks so much for joining us here on the
Thanks
Kickin' It
for
with the
having
Colonels
me.
podcast. And thanks, most importantly, for not making fun of us.
Oh, no, never. Thank you all for having me. I appreciate it.
All right, that's our show. Thanks so much for tuning us in. Till next time, you've been Kicking It with the Colonels.